and we're still sitting on about 0.5 mil, which I am quite fond of. Now I'm kind of glad I moved all these trees out the way, because carting this bit of gear around with the trees around would be near impossible. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another episode of Zielonka. Alright, so we just finished up with our sorghum harvest. We are potentially going to sell this straight away. I think we will. I don't think there's much point keeping it, because I'll just have to cart it back out of the grain pool when I need to sell it. So we'll just go and see who's buying sorghum at the moment for the best price, and then we're going to get our fields all planted with carrots. So we're going to go hard on the carrots initially, and then we'll go from there. I mean, there's nothing stopping us from doing each crop, so beets, parsnips and carrots all at once, so maybe we'll do that as well. We're potentially going to have quite a big harvest, so we'll see what happens. Alright, let's get this guy unloaded. While we're doing that, we should go and sell the sorghum. So sorghum is 1400 Erlengrat Farmers Market grain mill, so we'll probably just go to the grain mill. It's just down the road here. Right, let's get this harvester returned. Well, actually, no, I'll double check just in case we do have anything else to pick up, which I don't know if we do. So we've got a crop over here with weeds in it. I think this is withered, so it's no good to us anyway. So that's withered canola, and next door we've got probably, what is this? Sugar beet. So I'm not really worried about the sugar beet. Alright, harvester, let's return. Header, let's return that. Now I do intend on keeping some of this leased equipment for a little while. I mean, I don't know if this sorghum is going to cover the cost of the lease of the harvester, but we'll soon find out, right? But I think, yeah, we'll just stick to the game plan. We're going to go the root crops. We'll also throw some canola in there, so we've got some oil for the potato factory, and then we'll just go from there. So this is actually just a sell point, not a production, which I find a bit odd. I noticed that in a couple of map tour videos that I watched. I don't normally do map tours, but I just like to, from my own perspective, discover the map a bit organically, and sort of be guided by, I guess, what sort of feel I get for the map. So 37,000. So that might have covered the leasing costs, just, but not bad. So that's our first payday. All right, so let's get this guy back to the farm. Bit of a drive around to get out of here, which is a bit unusual. I mean, I don't mind it, but one way in, one way out. Be cool if there was a weighbridge there. All right, let's head on back. Probably got a fair bit of cultivating to do, so I mean, getting another cultivator probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's so I'm going to use this area too. It's just a bit of a parking area. Right, what's the horsepower on the JCB fast track? So it's 348. Right, let's have a look if we can get another cultivator. If I can remember where cultivators are. I meant right there. Yep. Okay, so 348 is our horsepower. I mean, this guy here, 8.4, should do it. What about a disc harrow? 360, 390, 180. This is 6 meters. What else we got? Plows. Don't need a plow. Subsoiler. Oh, we could do the field joining actually. Usually I use the lizard subsoiler for this purpose. 320 horsepower. Oh, there's a couple of big ones, eh? I'm not sure. Wasn't even sure I had these. How big is this guy? 22 meters. What's that got an attacher for? Okay. All right. Let's give this a go. Oh, I don't think I've used this, so let's see what happens. It's definitely more cost effective than the first one, so. And it does look to have a pretty substantial working width, 22 meters. Hopefully we don't need a front weight. Should be right. It's going to be a bit tricky driving down the main road with this attached though. Alright, let's get this unfolded. Yeah, this is going to make short work of this field. Have a look at this. This is crazy. Oh, so it's also a plough too. Okay, let's lower plough. Oh man, this thing's an absolute weapon. Have a look at this. So what I will do is I'll line this up so we can actually join these two fields together. So I'm going to join them. Oh no, it's the other field we want to join. So I'm going to overlap slightly. Get the worker hired. I mean, I didn't even remember installing this, but now that I'm looking at it, have a go at it. Wow. And that's the biggest one, right? Oh no, did I get the 22 or the 26? No, I think I went this one because of the horsepower requirement that we've got on our roster of leased vehicles. So what do we got? 415, 4. Okay. Cool. Well, that's plenty of working with anyway. So don't think it's going to be an issue. Okay, let's check in on this guy. So we've got helper buy turned on, so that's why the carrot seed capacity isn't going down. I think what we're going to need to do is probably, yeah, look, I think I'm going to trade in this guy, even though it was a reasonable lease cost. And we're going to go the cheaper wider option because we've got the horsepower to make it work. And because we've got a pretty substantial area to cultivate, because normally what I do is I use the direct drill seeders pretty much exclusively, so you're kind of doing multiple jobs in one go. So let's return this. Okay, let's go and grab that other plough. So Lizard SM82. So it's got an attacher, I'd say. Well, obviously that's for something, but I don't know what you would attach to this, to be honest. All right, let's grab this one anyway. So this is absolutely going to demolish our cultivating needs. And we're still sitting on about 0.5 mil, which I am quite fond of. Now I'm kind of glad I moved all these trees out the way, because carting this bit of gear around with the trees around would be near impossible. It's very heavy on the back though, so potentially would look to, wow, look at this thing, feels like it's going to take off. I think that's got to be up there with like one of the biggest working widths out there. I mean, at least for cultivators anyway, or ploughs technically. Alright, let's make sure we're getting all this area, get that overlapping. Alright, let's get another couple of these class tractors. So let's go another 2. So we have the 205 horsepower. Let's go. Did I just buy that or did I lease it? Oh god. I think I just bought it. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention, was I? Oh, that was a bit silly. Anyway. No wonder the money went down. Alright, let's get a couple of these other seeders. So, vegetable technology, where are we? I mean, why can't I find this? Oh, there it is. Alright, so we're going to go straight for the Mini Air Nova Fold. So we'll grab 2 of them. Make sure I lease it. So these are going to be basically our seeding fleet. Okay. Oh, one thing I actually should check, which would have been smart before I got these tractors, is the harvester that I want to use is going to be this guy here. So it's 100 horsepower. So I'll be able to use the class Arion tractors that I've leased and purchased to do my harvesting. Okay, that's good to know. The horsepower requirement's not crazy. Yeah, let's get carrots. Actually, let's go parsnips in our adjacent field. Oops, sorry buddy. Don't want to upset the neighbours. Now this should allow us to pretty much... I mean, do we just go get this guy underway as well? So it's 270 horsepower, so I'd need more powerful tractors. Okay, so we'll skip that for now. Let's get this guy folded. Oh, good to see he's taken out half of the sunflowers. It's generally what happens with these modded plows. They do go a bit rogue. So what I'll do is I'll do this headland on this end, so we have plenty of room to turn around, and then I'll come back in and we will go through these sunflowers, get them sorted. Okay, that's looking good. Did miss a little bit there. And we'll get our seeders cranking. Okay, so he should be all good now. He won't have too much longer to go. This guy's underway. Alright, let's get this guy underway as well. This is going to be our red beets. Now the other challenge is going to be how we basically mass handle these huge yields. So I won't fertilise for the first run, because I'm expecting quite a few, well, quite a lot of carrots in particular. Okay, so that's going to be that field. So let's cruise on down this way. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to join, so cancel that worker out, join these two fields together. So I said I wasn't going to change the field layout too much. Okay, let's go allow create fields. See if we can just eyeball this so it's pretty straight. It's pretty good. But kind of where it makes sense, I'll do so. Where here it's fine. Kind of makes sense that we have one single crop running north-south rather than the two that we potentially would otherwise have. Okay, these fields look like they're slightly misaligned, so let's just pull forward until we get... Okay, it's looking pretty good. I've got a tiny bit of sunflower there, but not going to be the end of the world. Alright, what I will do is that's interesting, that wheel is killing that bit of crop. Okay, we'll send him this way. And what I might do is I might get this guy to rejoin in... oh wait, yeah. Where's this guy going, or no? Okay, now we're cooking. Yeah, I'll get this tractor to assist with one of the other fields. So probably we might go this middle field, just so we're not having to drive too far over. Although the other field next door is quite big, so it would make sense to get these guys working in the big field. Straight up. Just double check which crop we've put in here. So this is carrots. So let's get our carrots selected, because this is obviously going to take a while, so let's just get him started from here. How's this guy going? Looks like he's missed a bit. Which does happen. It's because of the shape of the field, essentially. So I'll just come through and tidy this up. What I might do eventually is just square this field off if it becomes a problem for the workers. Hopefully it won't, but I know some of these maps are notorious for that happening. And when I say just farm sim maps in general, certain areas where workers get stuck more than others. So we want to try and limit the issues in that regard. Alright, let's get this guy underway here. Alright, good. So, carrots, got a long way to go. Parsnips, not looking too bad. We've got the second seeder going in the carrot field. This guy is going to finish off this area. How many workers have we got? So we can have 6 workers running at any one time. So I think that's on console and PC. So AI workers, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we can go a 6th one. So should we get another Arion? I think we will. Let's go another Arion. Make sure we lease this one. And we need another seeder. So currently 6 meters is the biggest we've got. So obviously the more seeders we've got in play, the faster we can get this done. Okay. Okay, he's done. So let's get him folded. I'm gonna get this seeder cranking. So let's get him filled up, ready to roll. Also interested to see how the visual changes in the map sort of play out. I think they should look pretty good. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I will get this guy started from this corner, and then hopefully they figure it out as they go. Just double check we're all carrots over here. Yep, all carrots. So I had a feeling I removed the trees for some reason, and it's like directly where we are now. There's a bunch of trees in the way. Not anymore. So, and I don't think it's altered the feel of the map that much, if at all, because it was pretty sparse to begin with, which I quite like, because most of the farms you see, Central Europe, America, there's not a lot of trees around. So I think this has got a good balance of having not too many. Like Elm Creek is obviously because of the American elms, so there's elm trees everywhere. Whereas here, it seems a little bit more sensible. Why is this guy not working? Not close enough to the field. Alright, let's get this guy. Get this guy moving. Okay, cool. So yeah, with these two plows working in tandem, we're going to speed up our efficiency immensely. I mean, not super realistic, but I'm just here to sort of farm bulk crop. Not really into fast farming. Like, you know, fast farming at like 70 miles per hour and that sort of thing. I sort of much prefer just to, where I can, where it makes sense, do the jobs required as quick as possible. I mean, being somewhat realistic, I guess, is how I would describe my Let's Plays. Alright, so these guys are about to have a collision, so I think what I'll do is I'll bail out with this guy. And we'll head back to the main farm. Actually, what I'll do is I'll park him over here, so So this area is going to be utilised for this sort of stuff. Now I think I could really benefit from a front weight, to be honest. Alright, so we are... So 1, 2, so we got 4. So these other two guys, they can actually do seeding as well. So what I'm going to do is I'll get another couple of seeders. So that'll give us 6 tractors seeding. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plus these 2. That'll give us 6. So let's get that happening. Oh, what is going on here? Fold player. Yeah, so having 6 workers attending to these fields will get these done nice and quick, and then we can get cracking with the harvesting. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to use the tow behind harvester with the onboard capacity. So it might be overkill, but I think that's probably going to be best. Or we could just go straight into the 4 row harvester. I mean, I can always do that too. I just want to see how much these leasing costs are actually. So once we do get to the point where we're going to sleep through a couple of cycles. Alright, so I want this guy, the Cavernaland. So let's lease that. So the lease on this one's not too bad. Alright, so we haven't got red beets, so let's get some red beets cranking in field 57. Okay, so that should be all good. Alright, let's get this guy back to the farm. Switch out this plough for a seeder. Another cool little feature here is this waterway kind of creeps onto the track there. I think that's pretty cool. And we also got to save up a bit of money to purchase the production points as well, so hopefully we'll have enough cash for that. I'm sure we will. If not, we'll just keep selling carrots until we do. So apparently the carrots are the most valuable of the new crops. Red beet being, so this is them by itself. When you put them through the production chains, it appears that they're pretty similar. But there's a few people out there doing the number crunching at the moment, so we'll have a bit more of an idea, I guess, sooner rather than later. We've also got field 52, 53 and 54 to look at as well. So I might attend to those a little bit later. Right, let's get our red beets in the ground. Now I just want to double check. I've got lime required. So we'll hit the lime next time. Okay, so that's red beets. This one should be parsnips. And this one should be carrots. Cool. Alright, so how are these guys travelling? So it's got about probably 5 more passes there. This guy's got probably 5. This probably got another 4. This guy's probably got another 3 to 4 passes. And these guys have just started. Okay, so they're going to be a little while. Right, what we'll do is we'll leave that episode here. We'll let these guys finish up planting, getting these guys ready for the next steps. And then hopefully we'll have some parsnips. It's all going to be ready basically at the same time, which will be a bit of a challenge, but it's going to be a big harvest. But we'll get stuck into it and we'll make it work. Otherwise, yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching and bye for now.